Eagles. We're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium. State-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC between the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Chargers. On one sideline, look at the head coach of the Browns. This guy's hoping to get back to 500 with a win here. Across the field, head coach of the Chargers, Jim Harbaugh. These guys ready as they always are to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win. Scott and Brock, you were on the call with you today. Ball teed up and ready. And here we go from L.A. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. And now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by someone known for putting up numbers since he entered the league back in 2020, the Oregon product, Justin Herbert.
You know, Kate, sometimes they say great quarterbacks are like great point guards. And much like we measure point guards in basketball with the assist-to-turnover ratio, and you love a 3-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio that will win you ball games, same with quarterback. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, big old win last week.
Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago.
2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Second and 6 coming up here. Back to Hampton. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped the right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. All twitched up. They were ready to get it on 3rd and inches, but now a much different situation awaiting them after that false start. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Herbert from the gun. That one's good to McConkey. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to give the Chargers a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Man in motion here. Herbert on 1st down. He locates Adonai Mitchell. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
48-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Completed over the middle. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now an inside give to Hampton. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Now we see he's in some pain after making that tackle. Team personnel out now to take a look at him. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. On the play fake, it's Herbert. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Solid opening drive so far, Brock. Few chances to cap it here. This is 1st and goal. Now run with Hampton. And so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Here's Herbert. Ooh, on him quick there. They bring him to the turf. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Bronk. It's 3rd and goal.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Zach sets up a tough 3rd and goal. They're at the 12. 3rd and long for him here. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. They've been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force them into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah,
And I look at it through those optics so much. It's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop. See the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away.
With how well they were eating up yards and first downs, you know that kicker want to come out for a PAT. He'll take a field goal, and he'll take 3.
And this drive will start inside the 25. And here come the Browns on offense, readying for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
And even if he's still pretty early in his career, we know he is perfectly comfortable and settled into this spot as the be-all, end-all for this offense. Every time you take the field as a quarterback, you know you're gaining experience. You're getting more comfortable in the role. And as he goes forward, he tries to learn and take something away from each and every one of these moments.
First and 10, looking to throw. Forced out to his right. Now he takes it. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's a Browns first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
19 Sergeant.
Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. He's out in the clear. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
You know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on a play right up the gut. But come on. You know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And on that play, well, certainly more exciting for all of us to watch, too.
They'll throw it here on first. That one's complete right side. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
First down, play action. That's caught. Here's Quinshawn Judkins. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Okay, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Throwing on seconds. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
They'll throw third and long. This connects with Higgins. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Let's go.
It's Judkins on the counter. And he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Kicking team on to try the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to head out of bounds on the return. The Chargers and Omarion Hampton out there on offense once again. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting second right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Here's Hampton to open the drive. And they'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. The Browns on top early. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They're looking at first down here. Hampton gets the handoff. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
Another Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 40.
They'll work against the blitz. Pressure coming, and he's taken down. The Browns got him. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on second.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home. That's it.
Into the hands of Harris on the slant. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
Guys, dig deep.
Browns are in the nickel for this 3rd down call. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Cam Taylor-Britt picks it off.
They'll take over at first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Well, we all know, Brock, those slot guys start piling up receptions, and that makes them a priority target for the defense.
Yep.
They kept someone nearby, and they pick off that check down.
Yeah, if a play breaks down in today's football, like back in my day, last century, well, you checked down the running back. That's not the case anymore. These slot receivers, well, they're as big a security blanket as running backs are, but the defenses, to your point, Kate, they figured it out too. And that defense, well, they didn't just figure it out in their head. They went out and executed with their bodies to take it away.
Here's Judkins to begin the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Here's Judkins on 2nd down. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's a Browns first down.
First down, Cleveland.
The first carry for the speedy Dylan Sampson. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Junior Colson bringing it into that play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if we see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
This time it's a passing play. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Throwing off the play fake. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Come on, come on. Hey, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Headed out right. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And he can't escape a quick tackle after the catch. Tackles at the 20. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down. Working inside the red zone. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Judkins running between the tackles. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Goal to go. It's a pass play. And it's brought in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns grow their lead just before halftime. T. Higgins, the touchdown. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Chargers and Omarion Hampton out there on offense once again. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing now, Herbert. That's completed right side. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. Give him 24 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Herbert from the gun. Short pass brought in. Take him down right along the 30. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on this 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches.
Now Herbert again. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate. That was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Let's go, let's go.
It's Herbert once more. This one is also going to be incomplete. Knocked away again, and they're left looking at 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this.
Ram. 380.
Herbert throwing again. Oh, he's going to run for it. He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
From the red zone on 1st. Throw is caught. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Motion the slot man right. Now Herbert to throw. Has it in close. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down. There he is on 3rd and short. And he's going to have the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers make it a one-score game before halftime. Justin Herbert with the touchdown. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here. First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. They'll come out throwing. Right side cut by Higgins. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down. He'll throw it. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They get the timeout called. We've got 5 seconds remaining in the half. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. One final shot before the half. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report. And with no halftime report this week, it seems we're going to get right back to the field for the start of quarter number 3. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Has this at the 6. Showing a little burst so far. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
They go play action on 1st down. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Chargers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. 1st and 10 from the 32. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. David Njoku, the guy he was looking for. So it's 2nd down coming up.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to the air, Herbert. And the Browns get there and take him down. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who...
They're on him again, and he goes down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the pistol, here's Jenkins. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Throwing it on second down. Connects on the crosser. And they are all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Setting up to throw. He's got it over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. We'll get an injury stoppage. That's one of the Chargers who's pretty shaken up and being tended to. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. On the give, here's Judkins. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down to the 16-yard line. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
From the red zone now. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
2nd and 10, and they'll stick to the air. Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
They'll air it out on 3rd. And that one's incomplete. For now, it brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Well, 3rd and 10 was already tough, Brock, but the challenge doubles here. 3rd and 20 now after the holding call. 3rd and long for him here. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Brings in the kick at the 9. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Hampton now up the middle. 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Tight end motioning right. It's Hampton on 2nd. This is close, but I think they stopped him short, partner. Yep, spots at the 37. It's going to be 3rd down.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Trying to sneak at Herbert. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down. Punting unit out now. Matt Ariza, the one to send it away. Ooh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Handoff now to Judkins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. That's a nice quick correction for this front row. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
2nd down pass play coming. Throwing the out route complete. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there. But still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And this one's tipped and intercepted. Derwin James picks it. And the Chargers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Again, it's Hampton. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Hampton. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
He was taken down.
So we're through 3 here. The Chargers have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Oh no, the ball is loose! And the Browns pick it up! He's at midfield! 30! At the 20! Gets the 10! And this return will reach the end zone for a Cleveland touchdown! The Browns go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away! That one right down the middle. And the Browns double their lead to 14. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Herbert now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now it's 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the pistol, it's Herbert. McConkey's got it again. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10, here's Hampton. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Herbert from the gun. Short pass brought in. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. As the hook up again to Njoku. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers now within 1 score in the 4th. David Njoku, the touchdown. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Starting from the 5. In the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Handoff headed left. It's Judkins. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Another game to Judkins. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Yeah, you want to get above 5 yards to carry? I'll put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action, right? When you really just gouge and gash a defense like that, the next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking running the ball to go right over their head.
To throw here on 1st down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Now looking to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That's almost as good as a sack. Almost, Kate. Because those defenders, they like to have sacks more than incompletions. But defensive coordinators, they love pressure and forcing the issue. And that's why the QB had to get rid of it.
Look at my team. 79 Broncos. Hurt. Right there, hurt.
Looking to throw. This connects with Higgins. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a Browns first down.
And the Browns first down.
Cowboy 80, Warriors 70. Check, Bobcat.
Working now from the gun. Got a lock behind this one. Downfield it goes. At the goal line. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the fourth. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Browns double their lead to 14. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. This return starts at the 5. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. Jim Harbaugh getting his Charger offense out there for another drive. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. To throw, Herbert. That's Harris on the right side. Still going inside the 35. And he will get this inside the 30. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a gain of 38 yards. And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing on first is Herbert. Taken in by Mitchell, right side. And this one doesn't go far. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Chargers, 14 points back. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. He gets it again to Mitchell. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. Herbert on 1st down. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. It's Herbert once more. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
On the coverage.
Shotgun give to Hampton. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Chargers now within 1 score in the 4th. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. Approaching 90 seconds remaining in this game. Not much time. They've got to get this one back. And that kick fails. The Browns able to recover. Ooh, can't get it back on the onside kick. Can still get a final chance with a quick 3-and-out, though. Albeit not with a lot of time for them left to work with.
Yeah, Kate, unless they can force a miracle turnover, and we've seen that before, a 3-and-out is really the only avenue remaining. Defense will buckle it up.
And he's got 6 yards on that carry. It's second down. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
He has the first down for the Browns, and that should be enough to clinch them this victory. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one.
First down.
Oh, Bronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Brought in right side. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
They're going to pass it here. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Brings up second and 10.
Here he is to throw. Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Looking to throw. This one's caught. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. A touchdown will put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with first and goal. He'll look to throw it. Catches made in close. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Setting up to pass. And he will score! And with almost no time left, that should clinch the win! Looking to tack on the point after. He connects on the extra point try. And the Browns double their lead to 14.
Chargers 24.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And maybe making some better judgment here as he takes a knee and accepts the touchback. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for first and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Throwing the out route complete. And that's a first down. The clock stops with 15 seconds to play.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Chargers first down.
Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. Second down. Still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Back to the air. Herbert. Escapes the pocket. And he gets back to the line, but no more. So the Browns come away with the win. Man, they were facing a top 5 defense this week, Bronk, but they made